This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Abusha Boadu TV. Yabamu nyina kwaba. Na Captain Smart say that the lumba yere. Akosua Serwaa wo ye no ye bi keke. Engosi hwe. But Abusha panyene that lumba sister no mabumu. O etwa ne keys kura chese bibia ye kama omoko menhia ne. Na Captain Captain Smart say aware de wo penetimi tintem. Echi ne yire ni kosoro from kura date ne buso apanyahye no age so no asesa na awe ene nya de so besesa wo ye ni fi wa wo se OSP office no useless oni meter dan kura da sisi wo anko 14 so mu ye adwuma se special prosecutor catch papa yi boyenka odiewu ofurata muntimi nchene mfanema eno se of OSP de bia no furata bonkomo ne bonkomo e plantain tinu ya onim de tikura asase e ne da so si wo NDC communicators government communicators e bia asase abo honorable Kwaku Emmanuel Ado MP no wo Asutifi North now ono yes plantain mbo asojafo no Omabo ne chiba omusa nya dombe so nsɛmfo so nti no why sa yempamo
but the same one na yempam OSP wache
OSP
wache
pa ya kada dada
and ya kapa and
wache dodo
ya card data kwa back
and nkrofo kase na sese ye je ntimi nye normal sack na say ye impeachment ni ade pacho tumi na owo no eno abi na Charlotte say wo badokoi.
Yeah, of course.
President in permanent term. I don't know. NS office in Yengunu. And then I'm to Komunjungumi Fancy School.
I see.
No, it's one of the most useless offices ever created.
Oh, there we are.
In governance.
Useless.
If it is not useless, why are you asking say Pablo?
Nipana occupied.
Nipana occupied. Ejuma nankasa na omuntimi nye. Sa office nankasa ntimi nye ejuma no. Sa office nankasa friend office of the special prosecutor no. Yes, Debbie. Yes, it was intentionally created to frustrate whichever administration that will come after the UP. Akromfone bakoye no. That's all. That is all.
I see.
No be say on prevent corruption. No nigga ha na kan finance minister. They he no to be prevent here.
So no chino so here kan of rate.
Oh here why? I fe no be press conference. Tell na kan of rate MPP 88 MPs kura ni abre so no way.
OSP no.
Say can of rate to be antimi fa dem ma.
I say akoya aban to aban o.
Aban to aban be say country be
government to government.
When say our countries be o wo monje Interpol
rules into yeah.
It is to check Cayman Islands say yeah the next sequence where no be fa plane na ko Cayman Islands na be da no be kwa na ba. Somebody is in Ghana in constant touch communication with Ken Oforiatta. There's somebody who is in constant communication with Ken Oforiatta. Giving him every. That's how OSP so on Kabaino. Office of the Special Prosecutor on Kabaino. On your state institution.
Yeah,
that's a state.
Or state institution.
They are in constant communication with Ken Oforiatta.
OSP office though.
May say the Office of the Special Prosecutor. They are in constant communication with Ken Oforiatta.
How?
Oh. What I want now?
But the Oma and Yadi Obeba.
Ken Oma.
And now, she said, now, Pachan said, near the OSP, and that's all 2 foot again.
South office, Nina, you don't ask, you say,
yes. Office Nina.
Because they were carefully, politically, strategically selected.
Yeah.
What OSP office one? Some have about phobia. It's one carefully, politically, strategically selected by Akufo-Addo. They are in constant communication with Ken Oforiatta. Esa to forcing or investigate any pebia a war some monitoring and evaluation department of the finance ministry anyone war claims near the or investigate women at start to first start pam for free they are also in constant communication with Kenoforiata. There's a regional attorney, attorney general office, no. There's a regional attorney who is in constant communication with Kenoforiata. What do I want to know? That guy must go. That office must be pulled down.
Well, there are petitions against him though, and Crawford Bebrena the petitions.
I am not interested in the petition. The president should just issue a statement that based on one or two things, you have been suspended.
No, but say
that's a suspension. It means suspended.
Okay.
Any company, any leader can look at anything and suspend you.
But there has to be an emphasis.
No. Suspension.
I will say emphasis. Woho.
Whether there is evidence or not, in order say. Mean temper with evidence. Media general can suspend me.
95.1.
Based on what?
They can suspend me.
Exactly. But yes, there is a petition against him.
That one say Office of the Special Prosecutor. If it day I didn't buy you be seeing ne. Ejuma no ntimi nyai. And based on your competence, incompetence, you are suspended.
But you know, no basic emphasis, and no reasonable, sir. To be competent.
Office of the Special Prosecutor, secure says the man so on budget and coy.
Oh, circle.
It's a quite address.
Appropriation be
it's a address on the Anumfa. Is it not enough grounds to suspend you?
But can you say same about all the other public institutions?
So do same. What are you lawyer? So do same. What are we talking about? What are we waiting for? Office of the Special Prosecutor na kufa no sheda de si ho say ye di aban no wieni ye kwa e say mo frustrate aban yo beba no ntimi anche ye nipa bi antum no man ka say UP tradition for ye akrofo
basic reason here de tie
eno ha no one ka say chemiyansa ba ko ewum Act 959 na ba 2017 ye di to mu 2018 na e de matinami du betna ho no or say on prevent corruption ne mandate ba ko no corruption be no ma prevent chemi one. Based on this, if I were the president, maybe your president is here, may suspend no. The Chief Justice require suspend no.
Based on
Chief Justice,
so there's a petition. Suspend him. You don't even need the petition. Yeah, maybe your president. I mean, here petition. Me pacho, budgetary allocation one sankai. Yes, a fire day.
And how do you measure Juma warrior? Because
as a broadcaster, OSP.
But OSP tells you say there are certain issues our investigation, right? We were filing proceedings our court.
From Atanami to time basin there. OSP.
I'm investigating cases.
I'm investigating why.
Cases baby.
Cecilia Abnadapa, Office of the Special Prosecutor, and Kassan Chokrata, Metro Bonten say, one the money counting machines, the cousin if you country scans, it will be grand one country scanabre. So, some now OSP be kind of no cry. Abnadapa, for Bank of Ghana. Now, what are we waiting for? Me, if I were the president, this nonsense will not happen. You get the hell out of the space. Let the human rights office, my human rights for them, brother, can't say there's a human left. Yet to grow him. Then I can offer a tanya. I found all your press conferences upon press conferences telling us what about Kenoforiata. Why are people treating us as if say you need brains will grow him? Why? I mean, why? I mean, Mr. Speaker, who are you Speaker of Parliament? Why? I mean, why?
A sense of accountability in the whole.
When him say court na mo lawyer for no modi nipa ko no e ya ahodo me nsa. Yen shada mfa kon delay Eka ho.
And then your lawyer be okro man.
The wheels of justice slowly.
Grind slowly.
And the obedience grind slowly.
That's the point. Court so
yen fan court no e ya hodo miensa yen shada fanko
ni delay
yen shada fanko onisika yen mo ne mfe na yen gina japade mfe ne sam yen shada fanko na asam ne nyanwuran ne ma miensa ntina court mo nka nokore mo ka mra no
ese mra ne
wo ye na o ka kire me se asam bia ye de nokore na bua ba lawyer for court am make catch say court yen ka nokore na akwa ame emra ne ye ka enti se nokore no wo hokora na emra ne tibi bu na ni gu nokore no so ye di akire 195.1 ye di akire da bia yen ka nokore
ne say when they determine say we yen nokore na say we yen
na why so determine say ye si ye yen nokore
esa na me bisa we
enti when they determine no so
Emrani de ya sisa for you.
In some of the court ni na no yen shada mfanko ndile mema ni mbre nyam. Yen ti krom ha court ntimi ma ruling say the injunction ato asase bi so. Na ba contact kro bi so ye adwuma wa asase no so. Ohu bi da. Na ye file injunction na 11 years. Na independence die na wie. Na ye aka say court na kro na ba be ka say asem na wo kan de no kre. Na mu medan court makwa me mu dan wu. Nti se wasi dan na wi am nkotena se na mo hwese de mesi ache no nsem wo ye ka no he asem wo ye ka no he in every country where there are too many lawyers there are too many law layers. This is the only country we are interested in producing lawyers than engineers to fight our problems. This is the only country we are interested in producing lawyers than civil engineers. This is the only country we are interested in producing 1,000 lawyers without producing well-qualified, well-trained sanitation officers.
Big story.
This is the only country we are interested in producing 1,000 lawyers instead of producing less corrupt people to lead us.
But sa argument we so obi so beka say onjin di say a lawyer for na no mo decide say o me brand o mo hu yie a hye mo na ma ya structure mo hu yie say na be ya
na say lawyer for ya mo de nkomo iba be say lawyer for
that be any na better me say eh we no argument in the
back. I mean you the question OSP or a broadcaster
on your broadcaster but our lawyer ni lawyer ni ana me bi say a lawyer for na mo de money be so mo mo
ya de brim a lawyer for so but the higher ne say mo nka no kore
ye nka no kore say
mo kamra
Emra ni yeka in the court of law a law ni yeka emra ni say no ni was
e ho ye nka no kore
me be say ye wo kan so de me nyintum because emra no say ye hu say na kwa me yakunipa ya charge you with issue of murder okay the question is that ebi ohokra na e yasam na ye ato so ye mega not yase but as I see you prove say ampa ye ka se wakunipa indeed wakunipa ampa. There are people like you charge you with murder. Yet me a jelly and also bekan is our studio here. Nana na kwame. Ye fan say bia wo tuo o kem. We pia abonten ho. Obi twa video. Na ye di tuo watam tuo waboni pa tuo. Epe. Ina we kuno. Na ya yire ye ho ayetimi age. Any tuo no. E tuo no ya je fi unsem. Na ya de wa ma posifo. Ya do ma posifo a why the kum nipa not to it won't born no I see a provision no
you did that go prove
and I see a provision
what have camera ya ta wakum nipa
na kwa
say emra na ma ho kwan say
as I say your provision no no
emra na ma ho kwan
very good enti no way a lawyer for no so no
na kwa me enti ye hu say ukratu a na yaka say ukratu enti tuo no wa na aku no
generation na me ye no wa watuo ye kuta wa masupe me a child video as a Chinese movie
what masu okoyo wa masu e bi kura na wa matuo ni so but the intention was not say obeku nipa I'm just telling you
meba how would you be able to go into my brain to tell me about my intent?
And there are so many ways of determining your intent.
No way.
There are so many ways. There are so many ways of determining your intent. Exactly.
Me see heat na bam trim.
Heat in a bad trim say. Heat in a bad
trim. In answer, onipa kum nipa okruma na ya sheda akọ no wanya lawyer foforo no akoka chen say my lord at that material moment my client was not in the rightful state of his man.
And you think say say anybody be asisi ma obi akonipa
no ja na pacho nyabotre
obi nipa na
we wan say ya tro he should be taken to the psychiatric hospital for examination. Ghana ha yenim fidi ani hwehwe nipa dream ebi ni ha ebi ni kroma ebi okroma
oje dey so school ya law ni ya law ni here and you we have to tell you
psychiatric hospital only
why na so be see onye
na
you refer to psychiatric hospital you refer to psychiatric hospital psychiatric doctor not when me fidi bi ani ho she no and to lawyer na catch us we say your fraud say you see your friend Kodwomenu meanwhile what the young man say your friend Kodwomenu there be your friend Adwata David your first say woni mudi what nya me din na maboy some tell me your ba ni pa no lawyer da coach no cause ho ye camera yen kan no kore afidie bi ani krom ha de hwe ni pa dwim krom ha emre bi on me koma obi bail no dwane ye me na me man bail no dwane ye nipa de dwane ye o kuma se na ojiji susu no e madam fu nti said that there pressure ba me so na me boss afro e ma me say bin consign bail man am consign bail man no e wo Zongo police station e na odwane e kokot na o me say u ko bail obi na odwane a asudie ne da so nti chese me nipa na hyehye ho unim na me ko kan bible timi you me ko kan bible me kan bible no sa na dwono na me hu se ye de yesu hye asrafo bi nsa wa musie ho na wo mu hu ya ne se yesu wasore mbwa nti asrafo no wo mu ntimi an stop yesu a wasore any yesu a wo free ho because yesu sorry ye no de tumi bi na sorry ye nti asrafo ni na de die wo mu ina no wo dezi ye na yesu koi say nya asrafo na share da say yesu sorry nko tumi na yesu de ba na asrafo ni nim me call court me defense no say me call na me say ya ma me bible na me this way nti bible ni mu asem ye ejidi ni ase ya ne na me busa court say pacho wo yesu kristo o sorry fi ndade mu no asrafo no share da say yesu sorry nko ana so na so judge no say ye fe no adutwum o say wo man sheda na yesu wo tumi bi a eboro won so cause ono so ye am say no yes di ni kura afei court no dani preaching nam say judge sasa na tre dia ene me nso man sheda nipa no menim so bedwane tumi ya na woni trim na menim
boyo me amrade anya adwuma wo fi wa na
see they OSP not one me buafu ama me hwehwe yeyo I don't
but it's there I qualify OSP data ne to so na me nche kodwa ade se de kodwa akofa ne nkombo na ba no me pese me che OSP do
for the fatoso
ne niam a wo ba ye wa ye
ne niam ba ya afa no be che niam wa ye
o me che me na me che ye be put data ne
number 1 ye dey
number 1 mame nkinkan bi nche
ena da we
ena ade aba enti press conferences nko
na kwa mo kwa he
press conferences 14 press conferences
David over 4 years. What's all they chire me?
Some of they chire. But say already so say
14 press conferences over 4 years. Averaging one press conference every 3.5 cases initiated.
Yes.
And 2 press conferences per single case prosecuted.
Exactly.
Prosecution mayor.
Under
prosecution are not prosecuted.
What the cases be court?
No, the volume of public communication far exceeds the actual courtroom action. That's how they are doing. Why wouldn't they are doing? Example. In 2023, the OSP held 7 press briefings, but only 1 case was prosecuted. No, you're prosecuted here. When you say prosecuted, it means a question. It's under prosecution.
Exactly, through the court processes.
Bra from me and can you? Bra from me who's prosecuted be baho. Hear me, papa. Now, I'm say I'm crying. You go now.
Fabra from there.
Fabra from my answer. What was so I'm more prosecuted with 0 convictions. Cecilia Dapa arrested, cash seized, case transferred to Ioku, then stalled. Well, me catch some say Akufo-Addo sheda no dey we buy say. Dem fa me buga na bukata. Or the comment you kwa jide.
Me say one transfer case ne ko.
Debi. Eyalo. Office of the Special Prosecutor, we must share that on the call Yoko. Eyalo.
95.1.
Because already Yoko for governing board and so. It's what side they come on someone yesterday.
I'm OSP board.
Board and so governing board no. Yoko for so. Into what should be. That's also is that pam. Say, oh fatuo. So we sika wafa bibia. I don't know side they come Yoko. Yoko na mu no that governing board and so Yoko no was so. It was how they come you quite day. In any case, Sister Adapa, Ochen way.
FM 95.1.
Must be arrested. OSP Sister Adapa way. Or do you have any
investigating?
Or do you have any minutes?
Detaining in Kakra.
Or do you have any minutes?
Oh, and Chessa.
Patricia Adapa cash na CZ and says another man.
Yeah.
And there's no cash seized
For no wrongdoing.
Oh, dear,
the man.
Debut. But as a senka, OSP manager in top form, na ko che Poladomochre.
Oh, dear.
Because Poladomochre say and somebody. What it means is that Poladomochre kwe yenibi, no for pen and paper. And on listing one bet to a FINRA donations ni da. We no kabo mu no who say and somebody na $1 million no. As a by now OSP a che Poladomochre. E mo te wona ochrim kodwo manu oni na busu afo buy no mutu 10,000. We buy no mutu say, we buy no mutu say Poladomochre say and somebody. But since Paul Adumochiri, UP Benti, OSP, ontimi ncheno, ontimi invite no.
Enko Charles Edubwa.
Charles Edubwa he obwa. Charles Edubwa me no me nutu we. National security issue. Yes say kokra fidie bra. Fidie na ba. Ekogu baba Kamara warehouse. Ma fidie no kura na du ba bi na no bi the advice say deputy chief of staff he minu ya obedma kama ye say
stand
ogbe.
Any ade ne okuja tomu nyina. Omo advice omo based on side fidie na. If you didn't about that, Israel found the Abba, mature Israel for to say, or finish me with details of the procurement of this. No charges. OSP said issue not within mandate. When you enter cancer, this issue, what's I mean, we are discussing a purely national security issue. Sir, Charles Edubwa he case the koso. It's now Attorney General. Went to me and find it on this yes what to turn and catch charges. Yes, what to talk us when to be and find home or the machine depend on trouble beba. That case we and it's for the chairman could see we are trouble beba crew. Okay. Tronade to all. Ken Oforiatta declared wanted. Nonsense. Time na Ken Oforiatta take room ha. MPs 88 the Ken Oforiatta were he.
But at least
time na Ken Oforiatta erase bonds $11.95 billion. That OSP
and when who related issue be an
me pacho because the okoka sisi da pass ma Akufo-Addo friend do won kokomuti si no hwe asuketo bi omumi aye no na nanu so da no ho who said that time pa no ba beto ye ankwa no ma me de me crab for you me ye na metimi bia me mere so na me ko who guy who rafi
well me da say e enko the next one Mustafa Hamid
oh yeah
NPA boss
still pending
ever
pending
95.1
One question analysis here why you here. One analysis here chira say.
Ya chiro cases why say press conferences.
No. One kasa as a law student. And the why you no produce here to he.
Yeah.
Chira say.
A press conference adwuma.
Ya bi ti chira say OSP onye dan.
The all can na me person maker.
Said then say yin na di.
Adwuma no ntimi nya ba.
Enti na wontimi nya adwuma.
The all ye no all ye.
Wo ba ye na me ba ye. Huh? Said we went to me young comedian general better. Opa! Who is a comedian general better?
My men tried the best boom for no quite a large idea of mammy wine.
On what credit to be becoming the
I'm a big cardian. Here's a car corner hall so far. Munkosru near it. Budget allocations, no. Okay, and the annual budget allocations to the Office of the Special Prosecutor from 2018 to 2020.
Senior, as some way na me kokaye. Emma me start to say me nya money.
E wo de ho.
E wo MPP. E wo UP, me person me can MPP because MPP for no you correct change UP for no. Hwe Office of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Matinami do resign it time.
November 13th.
November 13th. Yeah, Benya. 2019.
2019.
Yeah, 2019 no call.
2020. Okay.
Until 2020 okoye no hwe yente obia ebuchafo obia fa ne calculator
Yenti on any day in film.
yente matna me du sika no emfrim
5.1.
Nti yen start
2018 wo de twen ya bi
2021.
sada be ya enche no
o de yen start 2021.
8 6 3 6 0
855.
The big story.
55.
Another 855.
855.
863 million 608,855. Let's just say Yama Office of the Special Prosecutor no million billion sikada and billion no makumako 865.
Yeah.
Sika edi amano no. This amount of money minus 3791 214.
Big story. 195.1.
Another minus
Only FM.
180
160. 225.
225. Enti kisie jabe nkwan time. As the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Sika Ghana buying. Etuama office ne say Shana Fachin Kofotum, no more here Sikano, a 679 million Ghana cedis. And also check Ministry of Agri budget.
Well,
what do you not on China? What is asking way na at the top and China?
Yeah.
Bisa who say Office of the Special Prosecutor. Saska we other day.
Administrative work.
I don't say him when he work. I don't say him
office what definitely we be
definitely.
and you tell say Iyoko say CIA say Remonacha any Razak National Security Coordinator so kwache Paul Adumochire na Paul Adumochire be kire nsem bi
na Paul ye adwuma OSP office
Debbie see Paul Adumochire be kan say obedidi kisi ajabi atem rafi ba keka kire say no small boy
yeah
osore wasesa sky the man in office no dey to Mercedes Benz. Go and look for that video.
Yeah, I've watched that video.
oh it is there
It is there.
to baby your car so bulletproof cars
Bulletproof car.
Enti say
Only FM. 95.1.
Paul Adumochire oye UP ba. Ebe kan say we fa UP ni ho.
The big
Na say Paul Adumochire dan nam ho. Ye invite no, ye ntimi nche no. Ye invite no. No ma ono Office of the Special Prosecutor no invite Paul Adumochire.
no match any the interview
Say who inviting Crawford? Who can so be a level corruption charge allegation be against somebody. OSP and such and say so invited. I don't know who invited Paul Adumochire.
because now we are invite a DVL boss
Super, and I didn't invite Paul Adumochire because Paul Adumochire say who discarded to talk us. Yeah, but I'm kind of Paul Adumochire the kind. It's I didn't know OSP to be invited Paul Adumochire. When him dey tell me no me UP for. I'm a UP ma.
UP now. That's what can UP say? UP old one in the any ho. I am PP now. See your new one.
Nanado ya UP ni onye MPP.
Dabi. Sisi Aminuka. Sisi Aminuka.
Wo kan lawyer for brofo.
Amikala. Sisi Aminuka say your UP party.
Dabi UP no ho.
big story.
Sisi Aminuka say your UP oh.
UP
Yes.
United Party.
Original UP.
Yes.
Patriotic. UP tradition.
Alan you can UP.
Dabi dey mo friend Dankwa Buzi Adomo no. Na ye UP.
Anu negu. Anu ni ho. I am PP.
And they
Hey. Lawyer one panel kasem we. You represent MPP for no kasem be almost say UP dey.
Tradition.
Into train patrol. The tradition.
Tradition goes on.
New Ghana city. The value
is the same. But okay UPCC now. Obina dream
forget about it.
Alan party.
Semantics.
Party
Ghana Freedom Party. Ghana Party in Ghana.
Only FM.
It's I didn't want to be invited Paul Adumochire. No job Paul Adumochire sir.
I see.
Why?
But at least substantially, say what year
he's done nothing.
Now investigations are what
he's done zero work.
Issues also.
I can sit here on authority and tell you that guy he's done zero job. Say me no mienu. Media general man ye dwuma no. You say audience share any revenue. Eti ye ko check Captain Smart ne Mr. Speaker audience share 0 revenue 0 now so what your office nti why adwuma oba be kasa nti why adwuma OSP yes you prevent corruption part of the mandate
of course.
Enti time na can ofurata or not prevented them on finance ministry
Only FM 95.1
Metro Mass na bus baako otufi Achimota pacho ufi uti Achimota na utuka anadwo enye awia na waka se traffic abo anadwo 10 pm Metro Mass tu na se kokumase a esa na chibe fa sekre
no
ekwa kosi Medina
no
asasa na chibe fa kanda aso wasa kokumase enta no OSP we he Metro Mass one bus oyusu battery makoma kon wotwe a day from Accra to Kumasi battery 8 car baako tu oyusu battery 8 from home office ho to Peace FM anim ho eje battery mo no ese battery na pa into a sika nim tie you from Peace FM anim ho e wo tesa no e to Sekre another new battery from Sekre to Kanda battery from Kanda to Medina battery 4 from Medina to Achimota terminal hono another battery 5 car ni 2 year na free edu konongo battery edu ajoso battery back 2 year edu one bus also battery makumako watwe OSP was our report no bisan say oye ho dai oye den to be prevented or prevented dai fa Metro Mass to nchen keno foriata ne mame abena o say asare ye oto we ne ono oye oba me mame so di abena ntia na matom wase sa mame no to no me nani wa share secretary headmaster or odin se hunu e public accounts committee no so no when him say Julius so DVL ya okohoi personal issue no wo because we almost signed $51 million contract 2022 2023 2024 say every year biano we must $51 million e ma san company no DVL afin na so an sika wenye na close to $10 million now ko sign that contract no the man but Julius buy no betwem
Only FM
and what's me na sa to kan no and the course so na personal enti sa wo hwa na OSP yes on prevent no na oni kro yim
Only FM
we dey not to nchen road fund sikana 85% yatamadi no oni kro yim now he they not to be prevented here some office of the special me person me boa branch no tia no din ono me ni asem office na me ne wasem now oni kro yim GBC equipment na offer $48 million so mo koto equipment dia be GBC na besi the equipment ne buy no why OSP why ho dai please
well gojo mamenas kwame mami twa me na me yaboa for gratwe
basike wo office of the special prosecutor ho no say from your analysis na kwame fatu subium.
Yes, where data right from the budget and the budgetary allocations in the idea more money.
That be bra from. Why your press conference? File calculator.
14 press conference.
With a train. Now Kwame, but 14. And a press conference.
Yeah.
Young fans say press conference in the
Big Story 195.1.
Plus 65.
Plus 65.
Only FM.
Plus
investigations initiated.
Cases are
or prosecuted
7.
Plus 7.
Convictions.
And fast 6 account.
Plus 6.
When you're saying
92.
Okay. Mamo pen. So when you're 92. Okay. On the Sika Kono.
Big Story 195.1.
7 9 6 5 7 4 1 6. 80. Say no. You be divide you
by 92.
By 92. When who sika be or spending? 80. 6 7 9
6 5 7
6 5 7
4 1 6
4 1 6
divided by 92.
Divided by 92. Not just a case bia kiseja be ko hu bia no or spending 7 million Ghana cedis.
Interested.
It was interesting. Or spending 7 million Ghana cedis. 70 billion. Na jo mama to. Na yet was say and na lawyers bia so say agie impeach no ye impeach wan. Je impeach wan. Layman's calculation, or spending over 7 million Ghana cedis. Each case, why were high. Never why what did I come one? What's a 92?
Yeah, 92.
What can 92 no boom? Now we divided by Sika, Abaya Triamana. Just say every case, he said I've been spending 7 million Ghana cedis. I mean, now no one can say what this guy said, am I? Nana do my yet, I say. Sika NDC for na fashion bottom from 2016 Omufia Bema and another by 2017. No, Woke Sika Boma is close to $7.9 billion. Kise Jabiya just saying.
And now Oran so more than years and $20 billion.
Chief, hey, Monya careful. Now why so na Mamenka we na menko. Otum fon tank say kaji Japadu and kanji funu. Otu fon tank kese. Oh.
Obi Japade na efu no.
Otu fon tank kese.
Otu fon tank kese no. Ye kaji ade. Ye kan ji funu.
Na obi se Japade na efu no.
We Japade be ni funu. Funu be den.
Efunu no so say.
That Lumba ye no on the 6th of December.
Almost say maso.
Ye be ye.
Dey mo baby ah.
Why dey say maso?
Eye ne be ye.
Court ne ka den.
Eye ne be ko so.
On the 6th of
December. I say eye no company.
Why dey say company?
Ni nua ba ni so.
Ni nua ba. Onya busapani.
Ni nua ba ni nye.
Onya busapani. Enti no kan tam no go busapani so hu say ono oni say oni tumi. Ni nua ba Lumba nua no oni tumi wo bia bia. Oni say one thing. Awo Lumba ye. Eye busapani na ye. Now let me open it up. Lumba na ye no one wo Germany no. Akosua Serwaa.
Yeah.
Any odobroni the one wo Ghana ha no. One me no obi ani say e wo Lumba ye hu. Because Bible kura say na mpanifo kura so agya tum say me ware obi a owuo pe and tete yentem. Nti owuo ni nye tete yentem a mabeye busua japade. Lumba busua pani pe. And wo say e wo yie no ho. And e yie no so no.
A state barrier.
Asantiura, any president I agree on the 6th of December. The Encrofo ye no mo grow cho ho. Etro.
Enko baby ya. Na dia ba chia e be ye no be hu kunani. Sorry, Donko, I true BB on the Facebook handle so. As the director of operations of NIMOS attacked by attacks led by a sitting member of parliament. On Saturday, 1st November 2025, the Director of Operations of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, accompanied by 10 soldiers, conducted a reconnaissance mission in the Ahafo region. The objective was to identify a suitable location for the permanent deployment of a NIMOS field task force in line with a secretariat's strategic plan to sustain anti-illegal mining operations. While traveling along the Goso to Hwidiam Highway, the director's attention was drawn to an excavator engaged in mining along the roadside near Bronikrum. The team diverted the location and apprehended several individuals actively mining. The director instructed the suspect to refill the pits they had dug to prevent further environmental degradation. The director then ordered one of the arrested persons to call the site owner. The first individual to arrive identified himself as a defense intelligence representative from Ahafo region. Shortly after, an individual named Alex arrived in a Toyota RAV4, arrogantly claiming ownership of the site. Another man arrived later in a Range Rover and was also arrested. While at it, the NIMOS Field Task Force set ablaze shelters used as offices and shelters by the illegal miners. A search of the suspect's vehicles led to a shocking discovery. The team found one Smith and Wesson pistol, 2 pistol magazines, and 21 rounds of 9mm ammunition, 12 assorted mobile phones, and a black side bag. Cash amounting to 11,000 Ghana cedis, 1 power bank, and a Lexus ignition key. While arrangements were being made to convey the suspect to the Hwidiam police station, the Member of Parliament for Asutifi North, Honorable Ebenezer Kweku Ado, arrived at the scene with several tasks. The MP indicated that he was sent by the Honorable Collins Dauda, MP for the area, and demanded that the director releases the arrested kingpins, including Ebokinabe, immediately and remove their handcuffs, arguing that he did not want the locals to see them in the handcuffs. The director politely declined the unlawful request, maintaining that the arrests were appropriate and that the right procedure be followed through the police. Subsequently, the MP and the thugs became violent and forcefully snatched the handcuffs key from one of the soldiers and took the handcuffs off the kingpins before chasing the Naimos team whilst going to the police station. Upon arrival at the Hwidiam police station to lodge a report and hand over the suspect and exhibit, a crowd of about 600 people from Hwidiam and nearby communities surrounded the station. The mob, incited by Honorable Ebenezer Kweku Ado, demanded the immediate release of the arrested suspect and seized vehicles. They warned that they would discipline them. They would discipline the soldiers if their demands were ignored. The situation quickly turned more violent. The director of operations, Toyota Hilux pickup, was vandalized, and the mob threatened to burn down the police station. Even when the MP was reminded to call his mob to order, the tense standoff created a serious threat to life and property, placing immense pressure on both the director of operations and the police officers on duty. Responding to distress call, Chief Superintendent Prince Odum Koduya, the Ahafo Regional Crime Officer, led a 15-member regional task force headed by Inspector Ofosu to reinforce the local police. They were supported by Superintendent John Atanga, Divisional Commander for Goso, Superintendent Opoku Yamua, District Commander for Kenyase, and other senior officers. Even with the reinforcement, the atmosphere remained extremely volatile. The Zongo chief of Hwidiam, Alhaji Muhammad Bashiru Zariki, stepped in and appealed to the crowd to remain calm. However, a night approached and went out, tensions heightened further. To prevent bloodshed and protect lives, a joint decision was made by the police and the military and the Zongo chief to release the keys to the seized vehicles in order to calm the crowd. The Zongo chief then offered his Toyota Sakwao 4x4 to evacuate Colonel Boa and Director of Operations and his officers to safety at the Newmont site in Kenyase under police escort. During the evacuation, the soldiers were physically attacked and the chief's vehicle's rally windscreen was shattered. Thankfully, no injuries were recorded. The Director of Operations described the MP's actions to influence the release of the suspect as unfortunate and a serious obstruction of Naimos's operations, and emphasized that the fight against illegal mining requires all citizens, especially influential figures in society, to act on the side of the law, not to shield offenders or incite rocks to obstruct justice, as happened in Hwidiam. Meanwhile, the Naimos officials, including the director, were all safely escorted out of the chaotic situation unharmed due to professional and tactful management of the crisis by the director and the Hwidiam Ahafo police. Naimos remains poised despite the unfortunate incident and wants all galamseyers to desist from any such act in the future. The Director of Operations reiterated that the effort to combat illegal mining will continue regardless to help clean Ghana's water and forests as well as restore sanity in the mining space. And that is a report filed by Erastus Asaridonko. Now, quite an unfortunate one, but Doc, this is the details of DSC over the weekend. Mami Entio.
Yo, Speaker, I remember what cheerful never share for you na mache. Indeed, asema about 2 years ewo Ahafo honum no enya asema eye de. Esan say ye nyina ye Ghana for no. ye di galamsey ho yaw pa na ye hu se na galamsey atimi asa yensuo ene no yemba no kɔ hospital a omo wo nkola sebi omo nsa 4 omo ni miensa nti no speaker the MP no ye no it's unfortunate but what the matter tell yes sir
Meji
the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, the 1992 Constitution, there is no article that allows for the impeachment of an MP in the 1992 Constitution. And can yes, sir, Speaker, Anopawe, I would have petitioned the Speaker to initiate proceedings for the impeachment of such MP. And I'm calling on the presidency, President John Dramani Mahama, and even the NDC party. I don't know how the legal framework can work so that we put in punitive measures against this MP. Because the MP where I know, it has put a blot on the NDC's campaign against Galamsey. Say, nine months for no eko baby, na among who say excavators be ye jumo wa kwanso. And indeed, it is part of our mandate. So, munkutia illegal mining. Now, more koshe. Na afido machi kimpins na. You have mobilized the youth of the area, right? Vandalized property, causing fear and panic. Almost even attack these military officers, which is even an assault.
What's it almost?
Almost attack you,
don't use the word almost.
Almost attack you, sorry.
Of course, yes.
They attack them, right? Assault on what? A public officer. It's a serious offense. And all this was led by the MP for Asutifi N MP. It is quite unfortunate, Mr. Speaker.
He's an NDC member of Parliament.
I know, that he has put a blot on the NDC's campaign to fight Galamsey.
And you see, when we tell the people, say, Galamseyers are now in Parliament. Huh?
I agree.
You can't say the same way, you know. When we see Yankaya Nuntum, early part of this year, April this year, I told them, say, look, Yesua John Mahama in on the 7th of January. On the 9th of January, I had members of parliament. Now, one boys.
I agree. That's right. The CDD report.
Last week, let me say,
okay.
And I even told you, say, those boys in the forest now, Motu Galamsey, no, they are not the Galamseyers.
No,
and I even added, say, Galamsey for Nankasano, they are in the offices. So say I copy you.
Don't go there free baby, only baby, I'm a free bar. Don't go your way.
What's that this year?
Okay.
Into Speaker Minimpa.
Just after the swearing in of President Mahama.
That's right.
The NDC members of parliament, some of them started misbehaving.
That's right. That's right.
Because some party that have power.
Speaker.
There are some members of parliament, doc. One more constituency executives need to be called rounds.
Yes.
Eddie Jessica, every Galamsey for the whole.
That's right. That's right. So, during the climax of the campaign, we saw the likes of Tony Obin near the Kikahono. No, Omokacha boys in the say, Omoba, Ombeja, Omaya, Mujuman, Ombetu, Omobakoswa to go in the Sa.
And so, I don't know, I'm old video, 2020.
Yeah, old video. It's 2024.
Not then.
We're not 2024, Mr. Speaker. It is wrong. That is why we are saying that the fight against Galamsey needs a legitimate and honest political will. And your lip service. And that the MP Nachreno has put a blot on the image of the NDC and President Mahama. And I'm waiting to see the party leadership come out with a presser on how they are going to punish this MP. Because we the NDC for who are and opowe pa me kanda. But Mr. Speaker, member military no hunsem no one say adie BSc na it happened in the wrong context. Nanka me pese sadie we si tama W01 Williams Benson no. Sebi no Mr. Speaker. Me oba kola. Me kase me oba kola. Me nim se na muka no watwi mu ye de but. Oba na enye me. Enye bema. Me akola me papa efi mu ntem. Nti no me nyini na no. Obana na oyɛ me pillar. Atete me, that's right. Ewo me busia. Baby a me fi baby a yenye me no, yetete me no. Yeah, okay, yetete me, sorry. Anyway,
so yeah,
and they say abuano no. Yo, and yeah. Mofa me tree me chemi. Na tree me share. Mr. Speaker,
Doc.
baby a yetete me no. Mr. Speaker. Yemfa yesa enye den enka oba. Ghana ya bedru eneno. We've transformed. That is why the previous administration, collectively with the NDC MPs, passed what? The affirmative action bill. How dare not any other person but a military officer, a warrant officer number 1 to be precise, say Udu Unsa Ebeka Obano.
What can they see your pharmacy?
That's right. Anka, that was a reaction. Anka mi pese mi hu se mobunu eye ede omo challenge omo energy ekọ. But not in this context. I am so disappointed in the youth of Ahafo. So manye ni ye. And I hope so the police, but Speaker, IGP Wekrano, me no anopa we, my mom is also vote of no confidence. This IGP is weak. This IGP is sleeping on the job, and this IGP has to go. Me last week Ramikaye, mo fidie so. Sir, I am likely to petition the president for the removal of the IGP. Yes.
Doc.
Oh, on so many grounds.
IGP obey we dia hen.
Oh, now, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Na nya mo na mo se dampare nya ntie mpam dampare.
Dabe na me ka se dampare nya. Dabe na me begina afidie so na me ka se dampare nya.
Dampare Ghana for se dampare nya. Wo ba wanya hwe. Ntie mpam dampare. Well, dampare had over 6 to 9 years ahead of him and son who retirement. Yes, dampare nya. Enti dampare ye adwuma ye mpam no mane.
Mr. Speaker. Enu de omu ko push sa agenda no.
Ani ye push ye ani ye pam dampare.
De omu ko push agenda no de onimomo. But me no me inusa.
Because dampare nya wo mo nya de ompese omo ye.
That's right. Me inusa de.
And then them kroma obi okura a Land Cruiser V8 bi obi ayisu siren sese.
That's right.
Dampare IGP, how dare you so be sadi?
Na say ochichi MPs kra. It is the Speaker. The American say mamenda police for no.
IGP de munya no nya na adwuma do.
Oh, there be say okọ.
Mo ma nya na adwuma no ba e kra.
Mr. Speaker, I say okọ. Onye ye. Onye ni adwuma ye. COP no otie me na we are tired of you. I say we retire in term kra. Mr. Speaker, onye ni adwuma ye with all due respect. Now, Mr. Speaker, me case no. Tie. Mami Mao, the reason why I'm telling you, I'm giving one of the conditions why I think he should be removed. Okay, me case no involving police or more assault him no. Only say me petition the outfit no. Till date, Papa we ain't responding and tell me. Wa responding cry, mommy. Now, I had another case in court earlier this year. Judicial staff be Oye Bibi, which was in controversy with their code of conduct. Me petition the acting CJ, Justice Bafo Bonnie. Baby o be ano nyame nhira no metie no mechia no anopo we. Mr. Speaker, this person who is what the head of the judiciary, and we know how petitions left, right, center, more busy even than the office of the IGP, or responding mami take action into who person what me saying IGP, are you better than the CJ? Are you more supreme than the CJ? And the people are more yes, excuse my tree. Excuse my tree. And then Mami withdraw.
Thank you,
Mr. Speaker. You know that sometimes it'll be the main corner, but do baby except at least.
No, but you know.
Anyway, Mami withdraw. Anyway, Mami withdraw. Sometimes once a tree no about na about. Mr. Speaker, me say, me petition the outfit no. Papa will respond, and these people more yes, Anyamano. They are working under his office as what? Special operations. So what does it? What I don't know. Person or trim say or cover. And indeed, you are an erudite in law. It is stated that justice delayed is what? Justice denied. Internet today.
But you know, said the wheels of justice grind slow.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't and granny crowd say granny slowly.
Okay, no one idea.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't and granny. Who see a granny? Okay, granny crowd come back catch us. Oh, at least the steps all respond here. He has not even referred the case to Pips. It is my doing. Me and I made a letter call Pips and a Pips SO and a individual investigation without the intervention of the IGP. So I dare say that today IGP Yohunu has violated on my right as a citizen, and that he must go. And that is going to be part of the grounds.
Violating all rights until he must go.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, say Eneno, IGP Dimisika, is it not enough grounds to take him out? Sir, IGP G bribe if him in some CCNA as an individual, is it not enough grounds to even take him out? Bribe. May say if. I'm just saying if.
A man used to say example.
Oh, maybe in that context. Mr. Speaker, Trina Maker, I'm clarifying, say, at Sema May, as example, and a mema. Sebi as Semna Maker. In that context, I'm saying, sir, my rights as a citizen is being violated, and that nobody is above the law. It is in contravention of the 1992 Constitution, right? And I believe, sir, on the basis of that. It is, Mr. Speaker, the MP no year. We are looking for amendments going forward in the 1992 Constitution to enshrine articles in there to impeach members of Parliament. So omu conduct in ways and means equity amrana. Say to me push petition to the Speaker for their removal, because apparently Sisiano, your 1992 Constitution, there is no article, there is no provision for the removal of an MP, sitting MP, unless say maybe Obefini party, and now say Onwa resigning. Into Mr. Speaker, me pa the Constitutional Review Committee say they should look at including that aspect, that this is the submission and this is the proposal that is coming from we members of the United Party, that indeed nobody is above the law. What the NDC-MP did today has put a big blot on the fight against Galamsey. Indeed, the gains they have made against the fight against Galamsey under the leadership of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, into the party leadership to come out and call him out and punish him, because MP before Ayomude. MP before Ayomude, because if we are fighting, that's right. If we are fighting the wound to miss, right? We are fighting the Sampines and the rest. Now, and then MP, a sitting member of Parliament, somebody who we are entrusting you with some form of legislative power to revoke LI 2462. Now, and then Kwakojina.
I said the Makacho someone revoke it.
Now, I said almost they are to say they've placed it before your friend is saying Parliament, so revoke it. So we are waiting to see that aspect.
Well, my member Richard Nia Yachi, Rich Marching,
when you have a major so.
Nah, me who are you?
But I'm say last week more na Onipa frame, but I'm say one or two things meeting.
So your mic knitting is okay. That can say good.
I'm a chair say I say I busy kakra.
Okay.
But yes.
My party move boko there.
Nyango padum unim say this party there. You train Ghana for yes she paper boy mine. So far so good. Just say it's very unfortunate say Enra on this illegal mining fight no yanti asem papa. Sitting member of Parliament, I will never defend any member of NDC who will involve himself in Galamsey activities. If I'm a member of his constituency, like today, there will be a demonstration against him.
I see.
If indeed it is true that he went there with people to attack the people fighting the illegal mining, because this country is going nowhere if Galamsey activity continue this way. The future that you and I we are looking for the unborn generations, even if we continue this kind of act with impunity, a gross level of impunity, say, I have a government in power and I'm a member of Parliament, so I'll use that power to abuse the laws of this country and the efforts of the government are me, Richard, I will not come here to defend. And the member of parliament, allegedly, if it is proven true, say, adia or yeah, and on dia, on one jejeleje, maybe as some way say, no, be catch him say, honorable Collins Dada, I mean, Pesime Boni Dimpuna, or someone say, what? Do you know honorable Collins Dada? He's an experienced and endowed politician who will never do that. Later on, I say, okay, one say Frankwebi, Ebenezer Kwekwado. Me, I don't even want to add honorable to his name because he doesn't deserve the honorable title. If it is true, say Adia Wakoye no.
But you see, Richard, Mami Kasim Binjo. Yeni a kind of credit, Mom pay us. NDC bar power. You swear President Mahama in. On 7 January, me the drone capture a certain NP and then the boys.
Yeah.
Issues be brave by. From the former place, and I'm here. Dr. Ramsey is very much aware. I did a lot of advocacy against Galamsey in the run up to the election. Edu baby no, upo jumana okofi ekura ni chase you, and that was how dangerous the whole thing.
You see, Dama Galamsey.
But you see, I told somebody say it is better that the few people now and using the name of the government and the party, okay, you fish them out.
Yes.
Before it spoils the whole government agenda. In the Western North region, there's a lot happening. There are MPs, mobilize. Right after the party won the election, they were going around Galamsey site. Yacho machina near Jusika, Yacho machina near Jusika, in an attempt to take over those mining areas. Concessions near there. And yeah, so where we are, I will show you videos, I will show you pictures.
Now and then, Speaker, Honorable Dr. Hannah Bisiu, me who say no so na ota kutia Galamsey, na ne task force no. Here na.
Ono dey say ono on tax for no official.
Enyo
we can help him say on the initially no. Now this 9 months has not really been
yes. But they say 9 months.
You know, everyone is making an effort to fight the Galamsey. And now not to TC moon because we take the interview crowd grant here now. It's because now you share that structure system. See now government no person say people will take advantage, you know. You start here now, man, for us to take advantage of the system.
Oh yes.
Mobilize and we are no fun and call for no and then the government decides, okay, let's streamline people that we know. Say these are the identified people.
Account for the fight.
Yes, and I think it's bringing a lot of revelations and reports. Very good revelations are coming out. The 9 months are really fighting because when you say under a certain administration, and Kade will go can bab on you. Oh, and I make catch you say, and Kamuko do side to one of them. There could be a negotiation. Say a government in power with its own people establish, say, go and find the people. They could negotiate. But we don't want to condone this kind of activities.
But MP, we are smart. We're smart.
We'll be a born handcuff. Now you had the audacity.
Yeah.
That's how much
key. Now, free, let's say a suspect or a criminal, whatever you will name it. Now we're sitting MP. What abaimu? Abainu ekun etia Galamsey illegality. Now you have to be a chesanko for ya. 1 million from Gojina Embrano. Now what to make him a free a criminal since her. Name yan say, you say Bokena baby cried a cow. Men cancel nipa or nipa. Name say, oh, what to be feeding memu. A bagana memuha. No, but saying you quite ye fool any you. Na Embrano in the pack. Now was it MP? What's it what to me in tea? What would to me, echo free no? And then me knew your part or
interest won't do.
Oh, I'm a channel. Now, MP, no interest. Oh, I'm saying activity no. And until last ever time I catch I said, look, so young politics and free NDC, MPP, and free Galamsey fight him. Look, you could do baby. And yes, sir, and this is like I said, and before Asudi, and before I say, and this was Asudi, you do baby. So I'm a channel.
But you and I know, sir, we are not fighting Galamsey.
Yes, you fight you.
You and I know say you fight baby.
Now say blue then the water guard for no. I want them in Shiruma.
I know your measures there, but we are not tackling Galamsey. Operations in the course so I want free who are not a Juma Akoso.
Mr. Speaker.
Well, sir,
Mr. Speaker. The mechanic say I think the government is making a lot of effort. But what I want the government to do more is to increase the effort. Say Yechi Obi. On say there has been a lot of arrests. My only question say those people now arrest them, where are they? We need to prosecute these people.
I say almost on prosecute, Yana.
No prosecute because saying what is here? You'll be illegal money from 20 years in it. It's all be illegal money. You're chilling your dealing.
And you say a jello could be we. One campaign promise. Someone I tell you we never you
But there's something that I don't understand. Richard Timba Makaninano. Why didn't Naimos arrest the member of parliament?
Absolutely. That was what was even coming up. That's right. That's a very, very...
Because if you are
why didn't Naimos, director of operations, who were about 10 men, right? One make arrest or be tries or be obstruct Juma Moye. Why didn't the
obstruction of
Naimos arrest the member of parliament? Because at the time now no he wasn't on his way to parliament. Only duty be up for me parliament. He could have been arrested.
Yeah. What you are saying is 100% true. The they're supposed to be bold and fearless. On say, Mr. Speaker, on my way home, there are a lot of things that is not going so well in this country, and when we start to talk about them, we will take it personal. Because some of us, say politics in Tino, we will defend what is wrong. Richard, I will never defend Obi Obey and Yamabone. So we end this in Yamo appointment. Now we show office B. Now bear what we say. Uber profit bottom. I'm a bottom I am. Now bottom I do. Now me my TV social media defend what here. It is never going to happen. Because we need to build this country for the rest of the next generation. Anima be blow on my abandon yes car. Or say come find ye. And so car buy no essay a illegal mining. So me, they said the Okano. I was a member of parliament now, or yes, I know. Second time of phone to me channel.
I'm more arrested in the crown of the bank cry and could be anti competency arrested.
Yes. And the crown will be a plus to the government.
Of course.
It will be a plus to the government. So the number of people should be bold. They should also devoid of, what I say, they should be bold and fearless. They should be bold to arrest. If a member of parliament, NDC member of parliament, NDC minister is involved in Galamsey activities, they should be bold to arrest these people for the public to know. So it will be incumbent on the president, say, your own member of parliament or your minister is involved in a Galamsey activity. What he has been arrested. What are we doing about it? But you understand what I'm trying to talk about. NDC as a party, I know there are a lot of measures we are putting in place to fight these illegal mining activities. There are a lot of forest reserves are now loose entirely as a state, as a country. But as we speak, we have been able to take over those forests. There are a lot of river areas are now Galamsey activities near Kosopa. As it says, Yatima taking control. There are some few areas. Go area and yeah, only illegal mining activities na man for yen with impunity. Unim say nuya dudwa e twa a ye ton market no dudwo na afisa Kenya se ne gos ne hwediem area mu ho na menua ukone sa nkofo na omo ye sa niama no omo fight forest gas ya you be shocked. I witnessed one at Mankranso. There's a forest guard post honum na nkofo akotwa nua be 5 cars the creator kesi na omo ba no muduo na nkofo yi ese omo man nkofo no emfa enua no encross because they don't have the permits. Masa mobilization na youth and what's that enclave num ejeje emo mutwifa forest gas no so no. I was shocked that they must makuma but now could be one etio ni etio. So this country, I said now people are becoming more hooliganism. I don't know the kind of word I should use, but the country is supposed to be bold. if we fail to instill discipline in the system, at time you can't control anybody. No law will work in this country.
Okay.
So we need to preserve the little left. And those people who are doing this kind of bad things, when we fail to prosecute and jail them, hey, I'm going to recruit a lot of people to come and add up to them. So when they are being arrested, our friend in your bemano, beba, no be defending no. Should they say see what area hoy. So what is our issue?
Yeah, weekend.
I say hooliganism no ados for system obia otuo. Obia feel say police ni kutetio, mi sumi kutetio. Entiz no say why be born cry nya because of so emi nwanti no. Mame nko na nyina ye face na ye mobilize kro no nyina youth no na ye face omo. Should they see one part of esasi bontefu sa kromo I say asanko gold foresight youth yi ye ko arresting confobia no mo illegal mining e ko wias na krono nyina am mobilize omo to attack these people who are fighting the illegal mining. So it is going on other places. A lot of so we need to be bold as a country, as a government, and prosecute and jail these people. If me, I've always hold this position. Say obi ye this illegal mining now chino so kutetuo na so person no fa attack wa the moment I timi arrest sankofo no we need to line them up kill them out of the system because these people China is doing it, South Korea is doing it, North Korea they are doing it. So I don't tell audience in Philly say papa we me bra we illegal mining what they say you what they say a forest or no ya China because of no Yanfa no ko jina court na marano yansa man lawyer na yansa twitwa no there should be any mercy for the cripple ya chi and this nkofo na so mu illegal mining na se hwe na sa nkofo omu bokura ye line omu up ye kla omu
but as I wonder remember so na I mean to kakra na metio OSP so de ne ho oni kind of reactor finally ya charge
I'm say o kin kan omo document na nsama abayi ho a na emo SML ya yedi ba yi beka se so na se mfa ne sen ya nko ayi bia tender biara ya mfo bia ba kofo kontonkro na yedi na begina hu se o me di se adwuma de ma ne se o me di no kwasam se mu ya na o hwe a car abedachiri almost about 1.6 billion ya tuya mo a hu adwuma pa bia o ma ye ne de kwasam ne se mefoa OSP no so se omo modern kwan bi ofa so a ode sabiu tabo beto no so obetwen de abeyi nsem bia no omran beyi ano esa ne say oman yi mu no ye wo meka say organization a sa adwuma ne ba so obran bedi odie GRA oho ne so mfa so ne sen dwuma ba na odie na ehun be hia say SML ye ne eba na GRA na ontumi ni dwuma na ontumi ni dwuma no ekwan ben so na efa so edi asem one say dwuma ya hye say ondi ontumi ni no ekwan ben so na fa ya na ansa na ebeka se kategority no na etua almost 1 billion ama SML assistance today ye hu na dwuma biara waye etibe de meka se mefo no so say ye mfa no mra se mra bi wo betumi atwe ne pa edna baga na mai mu ha na omra mbayi ensema no bia ne ye ka no na enye no kure onno ye na de enti odo be hu ne kure de ewom na omachachire mu na oman no obi asum ya de enyo no esane se empan bebre a obe hu no se aban bi ba yemfa emmra kwan so anya de ebe wiase no na ka buburo ene abu oman no na basa so onya koye no na ade asa obi antumi antwe obi ankogina amra no emma meyi na no so this time around I say me for say a good call na mom OSP no so no ma ye mpembre okasa too much
95.1
assistance okasa he's talking too much okasa too much I feel say it's a high time this person here ekosu nye pense action say why your investigation awie action wey na mataki. Don't say every now and then nobody OSP say dey way and nemo ye for a whole year no me Peter wonders me who here and this time around you hear action so I say what we are in hwem wie dia and ye on pull trigger no ye na tinye nko ye dem and on epe but as the doc
Mr. Speaker where dia Ghana for bebre etia she OSP no so say onye ni dwuma ye I think I stand by the people and the sentiments of the people. On share SML deal now and till date now. Sometimes I wonder. I mean, over 1 billion cedis paid to a company for little work done. Now, Osha Omo company composition, they are made up of the former boss of customs, some bosses of GRA, right? So I was maybe say, Tama Omo GRA no. Now, Sebi Omo Nimdi no. Why didn't they implement such interventions in GRA? That is a question I have. Number one. Mr. Speaker, so what Nimdi now to me. Assure revenue assurance to me ensure say your revenue assurance Tama who GRA no. Why didn't you implement such? Why didn't you even recommend such? But again, kasa tisha any point. A person min kuminyaminti ena ekoba ne say Ken Oforiata and in the cohort no. Were able to siphon over 1 billion cedis to pay to this company. But let me thank the President of the Republic of Ghana for cancelling this SML contract. We have said this SML contract is more like a PDS. Right? It's more like the Ejapa deal Omudiko Parliament some time ago. Mr. Speaker, and then share Agenda 111 hospitals are Akosua Ebimu bebre no omuntimi ewie no under the SY administration na. That money amutua no could have been used to finish some hospital projects under the aegis of Agenda 111. And our men and women would have had adequate healthcare access to adequate healthcare delivery. But Ankosisa Tintisa obitimi now SML Crono or mandate here then. Usho company objective. Mr. Speaker, you are a lawyer or lawyer to be. It was funds called SMEL, and under the object of the company, no timber no mucho. Mr. Speaker, na then and then obi otom pito. Sebi obi otom pito. Na esi no yemfa ono no nkoshe Ministry of Finance no nkoye audit my. How does that make sense? Obi otwa timber. Keke, yemfa no nko engine contract to oversee downstream petroleum sector activities. Any your friend is say upstream, and then revenue assurance for even our minerals exports. Mr. Speaker, make it make sense to me this morning. Maybe mantini ye, maybe una utini ye, and sama mekananya sa.
Meet you.
Mr. Speaker, and then Ghana no baby no. We are calling on the OSP. Say ejuma no ontimi nya mesre no. Say na meka say your hono no nko no so sa no onko. Na yenya obi a owo oman no doye a obetima ye ejuma no. We have no time to spare. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about revenue of loss of over 1.4 billion cedis. Yediama SML. For nothing done. And I can tell you, sir, Mr. Speaker, what was say OSP we know? He is playing politics.
How?
Now no tama hit what so now press conference. Inti keno for ya tana sem no buy no. You didn't know say over charge no then. Why a press conference number 1? Number 2, the third one they also charging. Charging in anywhere. Don't come and tell us that you've charged him and these are the charges. Don't come and tell us that you will charge him. Overcharging is saying the crimes he has committed is erroneous. You should have charged him since. Kenoforiata ba bontibe kache say Obeba Ghana within a stipulated time frame. Ne wife eba bontibe kasan and then one who Ghana.
Okay.
So the OSP, I don't know. Say I don't know akoye deal minim, but I'm calling for the head of the OSP again. Say, Mr. Speaker, Jumana, and he has shown so Jumana. Look, since the creation of the office of the OSP 2018 to date, Unima Sika Anya Okone office one. Over 148 million cedis.
148.
148 million. The release. Mr. Speaker, is the release. What was we have the budgetary allocation each year.
The release, okay.
The budgetary allocation total is over 1 billion cedis. But the Arlesia Corner office about 148 million cedis. Now, I ask you, since Papa Weba office to date, tell me Obi Bakua Otime on corrupt charges and allegations. Tell me how much the OSP's office has been able to recover to the covers of the state. So it should tell you, sir, when we do a cost to benefit analysis, and then on the office of the OSP, it is, excuse my word, a useless outfit. And that is why sometimes
useless outfits.
Mr. Speaker, useless is not an insult. Useless and yeah. Usually say as a huni enfaswa. Say kase obi ni huni enfaswa ya. Mr. Speaker, mo maya ama brofo no kra no sisi kakra na yeso say beka brofo. Mr. Speaker. Mami wie Mr. Speaker.
We wie otaba so. Richard mami nti oni enko.
Mr. Speaker, before say Meka OSP asem no or say Embo Aban we abaso. It's say for about 9 months in administration to 10 months in year INDC for 10 months. The team boy stable food prices are very stable on my own. And I think the government need a lot of commendation by the citizens because as we speak, inflation, that is the persistent changes in price of goods and services now. The rate is around 9.48, a single digit since 2021, and we need to commend the NDC government for doing such a marvelous work. Secondly, OSP, I think the OSC need to be sacked. If there is any law I protecting one officer, and there is any mechanism, you need to be sacked before incompetent. This OSP need to be sacked because at the end now, per se, prosecute nkofo we ewo ho no. Ebobo ba nyina yi hu ye. Ama yesi ma KPMG for koye audit on it. Ewi answer report no so koye ble, anhye da hu bibi papa bia ewom. On the suspicion about this SM deal na kasa no ewo soro. Ampani ampa so no. Nana do dankwa
SML, Uka SM na say
SML.
Uka SM na as Odi
SM movement.
Papa for no.
We are talking about SML.
Yo.
Deal no. Osha from beginning of it now we hear some babaye na and citizens of this country, including some other journalists, I should say other colleagues, they raised the attention of the state. Emma Sem no call the president then President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Emma no so a check here, Emma be clear on the President Akufo-Addo the person and clad the partner say uncle fast away number one. Emma so she knew who I did be born mine on the ancient day uncle. Now me time me tea and me read and me study about this SML contract we know. Now say no, some people are in this country, they just want to rob and rape us. And General Furata is one of them. He came to serve as a minister of finance to rape this country. Not one say I say nah. Because any sense say we are minister of finance. Now we chief cabinet. Upamun uye no free uncheno. Now one more establish this SML contract. Now we are doing 3 commissioners of Ghana Revenue Authority with expert knowledge were part of the people working with SML. Apart from that, a former commissioner in charge of customs division is part of the people working there. So you realize that it is a gang of corrupt, gang of thieves, gang of rapists. They were the people like Kenofurata, Emma form sa company na odiomu ewiama wesika. Medi manu esino. The President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has actually cancelled contract we I bon kan we no wa cancel no na me parachaw say ma omane so hwa nkofo we a omo wia sa sika we no e wase yan ji scaling from after that no yen san jelly omo nyina. That is what will make Ghanaians happy.
Thank you very much, member of the NDC's communication.